So representation comes up a lot, and I think it comes up a lot because it's one of the first ways that people come to understand, sort of in day-to-day life, how difference operates or how prejudice operates or how stereotypes operate. So there are transformative possibilities when we have more inclusive representation because people start to see different ways of being human in the world. It's important to see yourself, but I think that it has to be more than seeing ourselves. I don't know if these companies have the deep commitment to addressing the kind of deep structural issues, actually using representation as a way to pretend transformation or justice. All those gestures don't ever match up to meaningful structural changes. So that contestation will continue to be alive because I don't think it's tenable for us to continue to breathe in that level of inequality and not snap at times. I think often these apologies are non-performative in the sense that they perform the gesture of dealing with the problem, but they don't deal with the problem. By saying, I've said sorry, it's as though I've done an action, and then I don't have to do an action. So a lot of it is just window dressing, but I don't know if it's a meaningful gesture that truly reflects an understanding of the problem and the depth of the problem. And I think, of course, it's mirrored in the structure of labor relations, or even just when you walk into a cliques, it's hard not to notice the environment. It's hard not to notice the hierarchies. It's hard not to notice. It's like a chore to walk into cliques, even if you enjoy things. you have to prepare yourself a little bit for because. And it's not because it's not good customer service. I think a lot of people use this language of customer service. I'm like, what you're talking about is bad customer service, is oppressed people working in an oppressive environment. I don't think it was the good conscience of Unilever or the good conscience of Clicks to suddenly include more products for black people's hair. I think they were responding to market pressure because we were seeking alternatives. I would be befuddled if there was a meaningful gesture that came out of this. I mean, I think it's in such a deeply dehumanizing state that we live in, where we've normalized such extraordinary forms of violence and inequality. A meaningful gesture would be for Clicks to not look like a place in Europe that Africans are visiting, but would be like, I'm in Africa when I go to Clicks. I'm not looking for a corner for myself as a black person. Right? I mean, that's actually something that I could probably do, but it would probably be really hard because I'm not sure if anyone in the organization has the commitment, the will, or the imagination to imagine that we aren't all living in a white universal.